go back to my computer.
Sure. There's no threat here.
Somebody identification
For what?
to know who I'm talking to.
I don't want you to know who you're talking to, and I don't need to know who you are. As a matter of fact, I do need to know who you are. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Sinisi 1152.
Which department are you with?
Mahwah Police Department.
Or where is that located?
221 Franklin Turnpike.
Okay. And is this individual who's coming here your supervisor?
He is not my supervisor.
Can he identify himself to me, please?
Can he identify? You'd have to ask him. I can't tell him to do anything.
The Officer Berger, 1184.
Okay. And you were the same department?
Yeah, Mahwah Police Department.
Okay. Are you guys on the same level? Are you a supervisor?
No.
Okay. Okay, I would like to be left alone.
A citizen parked legally on the side of the road is suddenly approached by two Mahwah Police Department officers, Shea and Berger, under the guise of a vague welfare check. The confrontation escalates as the man flatly refuses to provide identification and accuses the officers of using lies to infringe upon his privacy. Is simply sitting in a public space enough for police to demand your papers, or is this a form of bias-based harassment? Let us analyze this man's firm stance in protecting his rights against unsubstantiated demands. Thank you for watching ID Refusal 101, where we explore constitutional rights and interactions with law enforcement. We extend our sincere gratitude to the original channel for this valuable footage and encourage you to follow the original creator. Please subscribe to ID Refusal 101 to stay informed on vital legal lessons.
Welcome to ID Refusal 101. We're here to arm you with legal knowledge to protect yourself. Subscribe now to know your rights and how to assert them. And now, enjoy the video.
What's up, boss? How are you?
Can I help you?
How you doing?
Can I help you, sir?
Are you stranded or?
Is there a reason why you're asking me questions?
Well, you're parked on the side of the road.
Is that illegal?
Make sure you're not disabled or anything like that.
I don't think that's the reason. Why did you put your lights on? You just saw a black guy here and just
for your
decided.
safety and mine, when I come behind you, I'm going to put my lights on.
I'm safe. I'm in the corner and parked legally.
Okay.
You think that's safe enough?
You weren't parked illegally.
I think you're lying. What is the real reason why you're here?
To make sure that you're okay and not disabled, that you may need a tow or something like that.
I don't think
all the time.
I don't think that's the reason. You know that's not the reason. So
Okay.
can you mind stop lying and just get to the point? Why are you here?
Well, that's my first reason. The other reason is there was a complaint earlier that you may have exchanged words with somebody earlier.
Is that illegal?
That is not illegal.
So then why?
Make sure everything was okay.
I don't want.
Okay,
Listen, I don't want to be approached. Okay, my day was already messed up, and I just want to be left alone. That's it.
Completely fine. That is completely fine. You are parked legally on the side of the road. Nothing wrong with that. I just want to make sure everything was okay.
You're drawing attention to me by turning your lights on there.
Any complaint signed against the person that you had words with?
Allegedly, right?
What's that?
Allegedly. Did you?
I did not take the report. I was told to come in the area because they had taken your plate down. So I'm just checking it out. If you don't want to sign complaints against them or talk to me about that, that's completely fine. You're doing nothing wrong sitting here on the side of the road.
I want nothing to do with any racist people out here. And I'm referring to whatever individual. I'm not saying you. Did I say you?
Job just to check out to make sure everything's good.
I never said you were the racist. If I never identified you. I said I want nothing to do with any racists out here. Okay? So
Right.
I just want to be left alone.
Do you live here in this development?
I'm not answering any questions. Does he live here in the development?
I don't know. I didn't speak to him.
So then why are you asking me these questions? I don't want to answer any questions.
This is kind of a private.
Private what?
Semi-private. There's only an entrance and an exit.
Is this a public street?
It is a public
So
street.
then it's
That's
not
why I
private
said
then. Is that a fire hydrant?
A fire hydrant? I don't know where you're from.
Right over there. Is that a red fire hydrant?
Yeah, there's a red fire
Okay,
hydrant.
so who puts fire hydrants up?
What's that?
Who puts the fire hydrants there? Is it a state-owned fire hydrant?
I don't know what kind of fire hydrant that is.
Well, listen, then you probably need to go research it. I need to be left alone. I'm not doing anything wrong. If you want to go talk to someone, you can probably talk to whoever's in those other cars, okay?
You had some sort of exchange with somebody. I just wanted to make sure you're good to go.
I'm not answering any questions. I just want to be left alone.
That's fine then.
Can I get a card number, please?
A CAD number?
Yes, for the call.
Officer Shea approaches the man parked legally under the initial pretext of a welfare check, which is actually an attempt at an unlawful traffic stop. As the cameraman begins exercising his right to ID refusal, Officer Shea shifts tactics, citing a vague complaint about a prior verbal exchange to manufacture reasonable suspicion. However, Under the Fourth Amendment, police lack the authority to demand identification without specific, articulable facts that a crime has occurred or is imminent. Officer Shea's attempt to label the area as private property to exert pressure is dismantled by the cameraman who points out the fire hydrants as evidence of a public street. This is a clear instance of police misconduct where an officer uses deception to infringe upon privacy. The citizen is legally correct in his ID refusal, since public parking and verbal disputes do not constitute a crime. The key takeaway is to stand firm on your First and Fourth Amendment rights, demanding a CAD number instead of providing an ID when there is no lawful arrest or clear reasonable suspicion of criminal activity.
To go back to my computer.
Sure. There's no threat here.
Somebody identification?
For what?
To know who I'm talking to?
I don't want you to know who you're talking to, and I don't need to know who you are. As a matter of fact, I do need to know who you are. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Sinisi 1152.
Which department are you with?
Mahwah Police Department.
Or where is that located?
221 Franklin Turnpike.
Okay. And is this individual who's coming here your supervisor?
He is not my supervisor.
Can he identify himself to me, please?
Can he identify? You'd have to ask him. I can't tell him to do anything.
Your Officer Berger, 1184.
Okay. You were the same department?
Yeah, Mahwah Police Department.
Okay. Are you guys on the same level? Are you a supervisor?
No.
Okay. Okay, I would like to be left alone.
The tension escalates as Officer Shea directly demands identification to see who he is dealing with, despite lacking a valid legal basis. In response, the cameraman executes a firm ID refusal, asserting that the police have no right to his identity without evidence of a crime. Instead of complying, he flips the script by utilizing his First Amendment rights to demand transparency from the officers. He forces Officer Shea, badge 1152, and the newly arrived Officer Berger, badge 184, to disclose their names, badge numbers, and department location. This is a brilliant legal defense tactic, shifting the focus from an investigation of a citizen to the monitoring of potential police misconduct. Under the Fourth Amendment, demanding an ID without reasonable articulable suspicion constitutes an unreasonable seizure of person. The cameraman is legally correct to maintain his ID refusal while inquiring if Officer Berger is a supervisor to address the situation officially. Remember, demanding an officer's name and badge is your right, and sticking to ID refusal when not under lawful arrest is the most effective way to safeguard your constitutional rights against groundless demands.
All right, sir, can I just ask you about, well, because I want to get your side, because somebody came in
I have
reported
no...
like a dispute and said that you made threats. I just want to get your side so I can do a report on it.
I don't answer any questions. If that person said I made threats, have them provide you with evidence and take me to court. I have my evidence too. Okay, so I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
That's fine.
I just want to be left alone.
That's what I told you from the beginning, did I not?
Told me what? No, you told me that you're here to check and see if I'm okay, if I need any assistance. And I know that's not the
You're
bottom.
on the side of the road, and it's not that far.
Do you stop at every car that's parked to the side of the road and ask them, here, are you disabled? How often do you do that? You know that
often, actually. We get calls all the time for that.
you didn't get a call for this. You don't have to butter me up. You know, you can come and tell me the truth.
I'm not buttering you up.
Yes, don't approach me with a lie. Just come and tell me the truth.
Officer Berger shifts tactics by introducing allegations of a dispute and anonymous threats, a common move to manufacture reasonable suspicion and break the citizen's ID refusal. However, the cameraman handles this masterfully by invoking his Fifth Amendment right to silence, demanding that the police provide evidence instead of incriminating himself. He effectively exposes the internal contradictions. Officer Shea initially claimed a welfare check, while Officer Berger later framed it as a criminal threat investigation. This inconsistency is a hallmark of police misconduct, where law enforcement fabricates pretexts to infringe on civil liberties. The cameraman is legally spot on by maintaining his ID refusal and declining any interrogation without a formal basis. When faced with baseless accusations, the most effective response is to remain silent, keep filming, and challenge the officers to prove their claims in court rather than complying on the street. Persisting with ID refusal in the face of these fishing expeditions is the ultimate shield for your constitutional protections.
Hey, we got a call. You're not interested in my safety, and you and I both know. My safety is not your concern, according to the Supreme Court.
According to the Supreme Court. Okay, very good.
It's not.
All right, well, if you don't want to talk to the officer about the situation, you seem to be good to go. So no.
I would just like the card number so I can go. Yeah, so I can get the call. Thank you very much. I don't understand. This guy is such a racist guy, the one who called on me. And he really messed up my day.
Yeah, sir, all I wanted was just follow up with you. Obviously, if something was reported to us, I always get both sides before I do a report. All right, if you don't want to speak to me, that's fine.
No, I don't want to report with my name on it. But
okay, no problem.
That individual is a racist, and I want nothing with my name next to his name. Okay. Or with anything regarding me next to him.
Listen, I understand that. That's why, I just wanted to, see if you had anything to add to the incident.
If anything comes up in the future, I took video too. Okay. So we can move from there, okay? I'll have my company lawyer deal with him, and we can take it from there when the time comes.
Here's your card number.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, sorry, I got it back. Thanks.
All right, sir.
All right, have a good day then.
You too.
In this final phase, the cameraman delivers a decisive blow by citing Supreme Court precedent to dismantle the officer's safety check pretext. He correctly asserts that law enforcement has no constitutional duty to protect individuals, rendering the concern shown by officers Shea and Berger a clear case of deception. His unwavering ID refusal forces the officers to concede that he is indeed free to go. Rather than surrendering personal data, the man demands a CAD number to document this instance of police misconduct and harassment. By refusing to have his name associated with a biased report, he strategically avoids becoming part of a flawed official record. The citizen wins this encounter through a superior understanding of the Fourth Amendment and relevant case law. When faced with such overreach, maintaining ID refusal, demanding badge numbers, and confirming your status as free to leave is the ultimate blueprint for constitutional defense. This interaction proves that knowledge of the law is your best weapon against unlawful police pressure.
Summarizing this encounter, we see a stark contrast between law enforcement and rights preservation. For the police, officers Shea and Berger earn a grade of D for their police misconduct, utilizing false pretexts and shifting narratives to bypass constitutional protections. Conversely, the cameraman earns an A for his masterful application of the Fourth and Fifth Amendments. He executed his ID refusal flawlessly, refusing to be intimidated by baseless threat allegations and skillfully citing Supreme Court precedents to maintain control. The fundamental law here is that police require reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime to demand identification. Otherwise, your right to ID refusal remains absolute. In similar situations, stay calm, demand names and badge numbers as seen with Shea and Berger, and always request a CAD number for your legal records. Thank you for tuning in to ID Refusal 101 to empower yourself with legal knowledge. Please show your support for the original channel by following them to help spread these crucial real-world documentations.
Knowing your rights isn't being difficult, it's being prepared. If this video helped you understand your legal rights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below, tell us your story, ask a question, or suggest the next encounter we should break down. This is ID Refusal 101, where we teach the basics of your right. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.